Harper Perennial and HarperAudio present The Friendship Fling, a novel, by Georgia Stone, performed by Kitty Kelly and Edward Mitchell.
For anyone scared to take that leap, give yourself a chance. You're made of stardust, you know. Dear listener, if you're someone who considers content warnings to be spoilers, I'd recommend skipping this section. This audiobook contains content that may be troubling for some listeners, including but not limited to alcohol consumption, cancer, side character not resulting in death, explicit language, including blasphemy, illness of a sibling, mental health concerns, parental abandonment, and sexually explicit scenes. If you're sensitive to any of these topics, know that there's always going to be another book, if I have it my way at least. Hopefully one that you'll be able to listen to and enjoy safely. Please put yourself first and do whatever you need to do. Love, Georgia. 1. Repeat after me. Lying to men is not a hobby. Ava. It is fundamentally against my morals to tell a man he's funny. For starters, he might believe it. And if he does, he might take it upon himself to try stand-up comedy. This is, incidentally, how I've found myself folded on a too small, cracked plastic chair at a club in North London, watching a man I met on Hinge tell jokes into a microphone, with the animated cadence of someone raised amidst the YouTube furore of 2013. As always, there isn't enough space for my legs, which means I spend most of Harry from Hinge's set trying to rid myself of the pins and needles radiating from my toes to my left calf. When a violent squeak of microphone feedback jolts me to attention, I look up to find Harry attempting a final bout of crowd work before ending his set to lukewarm applause. Once again, the lights have come back on. We move to the bar for after-show drinks, and I push my shoulders back, steeling myself to play an exhausting game where I pretend to care about this near stranger's life. Flirting, I've realised, is just small talk with an ulterior motive. I channel all my years of experience working in customer service, feigning enthusiasm when he mentions an obscure comedian I've never heard of, and asking him questions that I try moderately hard to listen to the answers to. You have such a unique perspective, I lie. He's an Australian living in Clapham. He has no such thing. But he's tall and hot, arguably the same thing, and if I go home with him tonight, at least it won't be a long journey back to mine afterwards. All I need from him is one night. One night to satisfy this urge. One night to stomp out the boredom without tipping the scales. We sit there for a few moments, sipping wordlessly, the silence made even more glaring by the fact there's vibrant chatter at every other table in the vicinity. I'm not even 2 drinks in by the time Harry looks across the sticky table at me, apology written all over his face. Ava, I don't feel like I'm getting much from you. You seem kind of closed off. His eyebrows draw together in earnest. I'm just not sure there's a spark, and I'm so sorry, but I don't want to string you along. I think it'd be best if we called it a day. Damn, he took my line. Well, that was a colossal waste of time, I say, barreling my way into the flat I share with my best friend, careful not to leave anything on the floor that she might trip on later. The show was good then, Josie asks, pausing her podcast and twisting her copper hair up into a claw clip, relaxing on the sofa in feather-trimmed silk pyjamas, silicone under-eye patches resting on her face. She's the picture of elegance. Meanwhile, I don't need a mirror to know my eyeliner is smudged and my fringe is stuck to my forehead. And after a tube journey in the almost summer heat, sweat has made its way down my back and my thighs have started to chafe under my skirt. I stomp over to my room, wading through the mess to find some semi-clean pyjamas, settling on a pair of shorts and a massive ratty t-shirt. You know, I raise my voice as I get changed so she can hear from the other room. I think I've been operating under the delusion that comedians are supposed to be funny. When I rejoin her in the living room, I hand her a plastic tub. I got you those fancy olive
Sample complete. Ready to continue?